Other Lily? Yeah, why does it look like that girl from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends? The fuck? Why the fuck does she have a picture of blood clot over her bed? What the fuck? Oh, it's a flower? My mistake. Never mind. I don't know, bro. It looks like a blood clot to me. What is she saying? Is she sleep paralyzing? Oh my god, turn on, somebody turn on the lights, please, please! Turn on the fucking lights! Uh-oh. Oh god, a dream and a dream and a dream and a dream. You've had a dream and a dream? Oh, whoops. Yikes. Never fucking mind.
Hey everyone. If you
Jesus. Well, that was something. It didn't scare me. Didn't scare me, but interesting. That got you? What the fuck? It didn't get me. Yeah, she's fine. She's fine. What is this?
We have this ritual of the mind. It's gonna, what I've been told is this will break me down.
It's not for the faint of heart. Yeah.
And you're gonna be my shaman and walk me through this
Your
thing.
shaman, if, you know, if you've got the guts to go there.
Remove the subject's clothes.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Is he gonna be naked? What the fuck?
Let us stare upon his baby skin and chest hair, which can be accurately summed up as not yet a man, but not still a boy. Now
What
the
is
subject
happening?
shall bathe in the blood of a gifted turtle. This will make your show irresistible to viewers. It will be like one of those live NBC musicals that makes everyone lose their goddamn minds.
What is this shit that you guys sent me? This is so fucking weird. This isn't scary. This is fucking weird. What is this? I don't want to see Will Ferrell perform a ritual. I don't want to see it. I don't know. That was pretty scary. Oh yeah, watching people jump around, chant around, going, yes, of course, of course. Oh, this is from the movie.
You need to do something about that.
You know, the movie wasn't that bad. The Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark movie. It wasn't like amazingly amazing, but it wasn't bad. She got off pretty okay, because out of everybody in that movie, all she did was get spiders coming out of her fucking face. That's it. That's all that happened. That didn't scare me.
Good morning,
Good morning.
everyone. My name is Dr. Miller, and the SCP we're going to be briefly looking at today is SCP-3558. Object Class: Safe. Special Containment Procedures.
A box cutter? Ready?
SCP-3558 is stored in a standard Safe Class Containment Unit. Outside of testing purposes, it is not to be removed from its casing. Direct contact, even through layers of protective material, is insufficient to avoid its compulsion effect. All handling of SCP-3558 must therefore be done using the provided pair of forceps. All handling of SCP-3558 must take place in the presence of at least 2 personnel trained in non-lethal restraint of lightly armed targets. Any individual who succumbs to SCP-3558's effect outside of approved testing parameters is to be appropriately restrained and disarmed.
Okay.
Description: SCP-3558 is a pink retractable box cutter of unknown make, originally acquired by the Foundation at preschool in Miami, Florida. When acquired, SCP-3558's handle was heavily stained with blood. When held by a human being, SCP-3558 compels them to pinch one of their eyelids with their free hand, stretching it carefully away from their eyeball. SCP-3558's wielder will then carefully slide SCP-3558's blade under the extended eyelid, taking care not to damage their eyeball. They will then perform 10 to 12 perforations along the upper part of their eyelid, followed by a single slicing motion to excise the eyelid with minimal damage to surrounding tissue. The wielder will then repeat these actions on the other eyelid. Replacing or removing its blade entirely produces no change in SCP-3558's induced behavior, suggesting that the effect is only limited to its handle. SCP-3558's wielders exhibit no other cognitive abnormalities aside from this compulsion effect. They will continue acting under its influence until the object is removed from their grip or until both their eyelids have been entirely excised. The resultant lacerations of SCP-3558 affected individuals will scar over more quickly and experience lower rates of infection compared to similarly disfiguring facial injuries in other subjects. Improved night vision and mild insomnia has also been reported. Due to the lack of controlled testing, approval for such testing from the Ethics Committee has been repeatedly denied. These effects have yet to be conclusively identified as part of SCP-3558's anomalous properties.
Night vision?
Okay, this was an extremely short lecture today. Everyone, I have to apologize, but I am preparing much bigger lectures in the future. But
you can keep your lectures to yourself. This wasn't scary. Goodbye, Professor. It's been real. All you have to do is cut off your eyelids and you get night vision and horrific insomnia? I don't know, man. I don't know. Probably can't sleep because you have no fucking eyelids!
Come upstairs.
Ah, corpse! Hello! Ah.
Come upstairs. You will do what you are told.
No. I won't. I don't think I will. It's a MatPat video! Ah!
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Film Theory, the show that promises to let you sit and watch public domain cartoons for as long as you want, provided you stab that subscribe button right in the eye. Now, I'm not a man with a whole lot of free time. Between launching new channels, subscribe to Style Theory, by the way, writing and rewriting FNAF timelines, being a father, and, just trying to have an actual life, things can get pretty darn busy. But in what little free time I've had lately, I've been scrolling through the TikToks to see what's hip with the kiddos. TikTok. And what I've seen has been nothing but pages and pages of Pedro Pascal fan cams.
Do not make fan cams of school staff.
Oh, you can't stop me, Pedro. I can, and I will. But once I scrolled past those, I was inundated by something far less aesthetic and much more scary. A terrifying new horror movie called Skinamarink. Everything I saw heralded this thing as the scariest movie ever.
Because some people are saying this is literally the most disturbing thing they've ever seen. And after watching it, yes.
And based on the trailer alone, I was hooked.
In this house, in this house, in this house.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached peak analog horror. So, intrigued and a little bit scared, I did what any normal person would do. I sat down at 9 a.m. on a Wednesday morning with 2 of my employees to watch through this puppy. And boy, was it controversial. One of them rated it an 8. The other rated it a 0 and said it didn't even deserve to be called a movie. And honestly, I can't really blame him for his opinion. 5 minutes in, and it's immediately clear why this thing is gonna be a divisive movie. It's about
it's a movie that's like... But I think the movie is like meant to make you think things.
100 minutes of staring at dark walls and grainy hallways while people whisper in the background. It is not for everyone. As for my opinion, I can tell you that it was probably the most active movie watching experience that I've ever had, with my eyes constantly...
It's like a film that makes you, like, it forces your brain to see shit that isn't there, or like forces you. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Scanning the frame, questioning whether what I was seeing was a shadow monster or just artifacting of the camera.
You're like meant to stare at it and be like, what the fuck is that? Or what's happening? Or, oh, I totally see something, or blah, blah, blah,
Just
whatever.
passively watching a movie, I was having to solve each and every frame, trying to understand what exactly I was looking at. TLDR, it worked for me. I really enjoyed it. But not only is Skinamarink a visually challenging movie, it also is a narratively challenging one. The story, as it's presented to us, is about two young children, Kaylee and Kevin, who wake up in the middle of the night to find that their parents have disappeared along with all the house's doors and windows. And so the kids in the movie respond like any normal child would do in this sort of situation. They park themselves right in front of that TV and start binge watching some old school copyright neutral cartoons. Pretty soon though, things get worse as they begin to realize that they're not alone. Inside the house is a formless demon who makes the kids do horrific things like walk up the stairs and walk up the stairs again. He is a very cardiovascular ghost. Oh yeah, also put a knife in your eye. We don't actually see anything, but the sudden switch to implied violence is just incredibly jarring. Bit by bit, things get progressively worse for our young duo. Toys begin sticking to the ceiling, night lights get unplugged, the toilets disappear. Man, this demon is ruthless. The eye thing...
Oh my god, they can't go to the bathroom! That's the worst horror ever!
Yeah, that was brutal, but making them poop in buckets? That's just cruel. Eventually, Kaylee disappears, leaving the 4-year-old Kevin alone in a house that has literally and figuratively turned upside down. As the movie ends, we see this image stating 572 days, which is super random because up to this point there really hasn't been any clear focus on the passage of time. And then you have this brutally long pull-out shot that lasts almost 2 consecutive minutes, just really milking it for that watch time, aren't they? On an unrelated note, did I mention the director for this thing got a start on YouTube? I see you. I know what you're doing. I know your secrets. There's a bit more screaming and whispering and blood before the movie ultimately ends with a blurry figure fading into frame telling Kevin to... And that's about it. Clear as crystal, right? Well, yeah, actually, kinda. On the surface, it seems like just another spooky ghost movie. But looking at it that way actually leaves a lot of unanswered questions. What was the monster? Why did everything disappear? Where did the parents go? What is the significance of 572 days?
I could tell you what it is. It was, I mean, maybe I'm just being stupid, but it was quite obvious what the fuck was happening. Like, as you watched the film, you know what I mean? Can you do this but skip the vid? It's quite obvious what it is. The kids are trapped in like this weird purgatory shit. And they're in like this weird time distorted place where it's like they're stuck in there forever and they can't leave. And they've been there that long. They've been in the house that long. With time just looping over and over again, horrific shit happening because they're stuck. They're not, possibly not even alive. I mean, at least that's the way I interpreted it. But then again, like, I like analog horror stuff. Like, I feel like this is for people that enjoy that sort of thing. Like, if you don't like analog horror and like weird horror shit, you're not gonna like the movie. You're gonna be like, what the fuck is this? This is so stupid. You know what I mean? Why am I even watching this? 572 days without the toilet? They don't need the, but that's the thing. They don't need to use the toilet. You get it? Like, they don't have to use it. Because they're not alive. Like, it's not necessary. But it's there because it's meant for them to think that they are still, like, do they ever have to, like, you know what I mean? They don't need the toilet. No one has to use it in the movie. I think it's simply just like, it's just an illusion to make them think that they're still at home. And then to increase, like, the terror factor, they, like, slowly take shit away and slowly, like, distort things, I guess. I don't know. Being constipated for 570... Because there was a part where, like, okay, they can't find their parents are gone. Where did their parents go? How long has their parents been gone? You know what I mean? That's true. Doesn't he, like, injure himself? Didn't he, like, hurt himself and, like, there's, like, a theory that it's, like, he's just, like, in limbo and, like, some sort of comatose limbo the whole time? Nobody matters. Alright, I'm not gonna watch this theory video, but it's a pretty interesting film, you know what I mean? I don't know, I liked it. It was spooky. Spooky-ooky. What's this?
Called spelunking or cave exploring, also called spelunking or potholing, is a pastime made for risk-seeking adventurers who aren't afraid to trek through some of the darkest, most unmanageable places on Earth.
Oh dear God!
Exploring a natural cave system and conquering its obstacles is just another exhilarating way
I have claustrophobia, bro.
For these adventurers to push their potential and feel closer to Mother Nature. But as with all dangerous hobbies, the chance of death is always looming, and whether novice or expert, the simplest mistake may just be your end. On November 24th, 2009, John Edward Jones was visiting family in Stansbury Park, Utah for Thanksgiving. The family decided to do some cave exploring like they used to when John was a kid. They chose a popular location they'd never been to before called Nutty Putty, which was named after the soft brown clay lining the cave's interior. Around 8 p.m., John entered the cave with 10 other friends and family members and began exploring a large chamber known as the Big Slide. Soon after, John and his brother Josh split from the group with 2 other friends to find a more challenging section of the cave called the Birth Canal. When the 4 decided to go separate ways to look for it, John picked a waist-high hole to explore and went in head first. He found no place big enough to turn his body around and leave the tunnel, so he kept going. John eventually saw a fissure that dropped nearly straight down in front of him, which may have appeared to widen out at the bottom, giving him a spot to turn around.
Why?
Rescuers believe John sucked in his chest to investigate the fissure, sliding his torso over a lip of rock and down into the 10-inch wide side of the crevice. But when his chest expanded again, he was stuck. Instead of widening so John could get out, the crack grew smaller and all but closed. Struggling to free himself only made John slide deeper into an even tighter 8.5-inch wide section of the fissure.
Oh my God.
One arm pinned underneath him, the other forced backward by an outcropping of rock. His headlamp was also knocked off. When John's brother Josh heard his older brother was stuck, he made his way down the waist-high tunnel to help him. But after getting stuck himself in a section known as the corkscrew, and seeing how far his brother was wedged in the crevice, Josh knew they had a serious problem. John was almost completely upside down with only his feet and about 6 inches of his legs sticking out of the tight opening. Josh attempted to pull him out, but soon realized they would need help to free his
This is so fucking scary. What the fuck?
brother. He told John he was calling for help, then made a friend stay with his brother as he made the journey out of the cave to alert emergency services. When he was sure help was on the way, Josh made his way back to where John was stuck and took the friend's place by his brother's side. The Mormon brothers passed the time by praying and talking about Josh's plans for the future. Just before midnight, over 3 hours after John had first gotten stuck, members of the rescue...
This is an absolute nightmare. Oh my God, hold on. Hold on, I'm having a hard time. I feel like I'm gonna fucking faint thinking about this. I have extreme claustrophobia. Like, it's very bad.
team began arriving.
I don't think you understand.
It took rescuers about 30 minutes to reach the tunnel where Jones was stuck.
We're too fat for this shit.
Around 12:30, rescue team volunteer member Susie Matola reached John and greeted him with, "Hi John, my name is Susie. How's it going?" John's reply sounded distant. "Hi Susie, thanks for coming, but I really want to get out." "Oh, no worries John," she told him. "You're going to be out of here lickety-split." As Susie analyzed the situation, though, she knew it was not going to be an easy task. The 6-foot, 200-pound Jones was encased upside down by a tight crevice, except for a small section of his legs and feet protruding out. The human body is designed to walk upright, and the heart works with the force of gravity, not against it.
Oh my god, he's upside down.
When rescuers told trauma physician Doug Murdoch that John was nearly upside down, he knew the trapped man didn't have much time. Being upside down, your body has to pump the blood out of the brain all the time, he said. Your body isn't set up to do that. The entire system starts to fail. Murdoch headed for the scene, knowing blood and fluids would be pooling in John's brain and lungs. His circulation would be slowing, capillaries leaking, and toxins building up in his blood. If the rescuers were to free John, those toxins could rush to his heart and kill him. There are very few studies about the long-term effects of being upside down, but Murdoch thought John might have 8 to 10 hours to live. They attempted to tie a rope around John's legs and pull him out, but the friction of the rope on the rocks of the cave walls was just too great. The small space they had to work with, and the depth that John was stuck, also made using big equipment impossible.
Oh my god, he died. Did they just like... Is his body still there? Could they ever take it out? His body's still there. Sorry. I don't understand people who do this. I do not understand why anybody would want to go spelunking. Like, I don't understand what compels a person to want to do this. It's the same thing with people who do the free diving that go all the way to the bottom of the ocean. Like, what compels a person to do this? Oh my god. I feel like there's something sitting on my chest. Hold on, I'm sorry. I have very bad claustrophobia. I have to be sedated to get an MRI, okay? Because I'm just not... I don't do small spaces. And it's so funny, because when I was a kid, I used to hide in cupboards all the time. I would hide in cupboards and cabinets all the time. I would squeeze myself into small things all the time. But something in my life changed where it's like I can't be in like a small confined space. Like, it got so bad that for one moment in my life I couldn't even have the bathroom door closed because I was so scared of being trapped in a bathroom. Like, it got very bad. And then like all the hospital stays that I had, and like I would leave and I'd go home, and it's like I was trapped in a room, trapped in a box. It was just like my room scared the shit out of me because it was like closing in on me. It was very bad. But now I have a very spacious room, so I don't feel trapped anymore. But it's like I just don't understand what brings a person to want to do this sort of thing, to want to crawl into crevices in the earth and like crawl around, and it's like is terrifying. Why? And like I said, it's just like the free diving people. I watched this documentary on people who did free diving where it's like they would, on one single fucking breath, they would jump and dive all the way to the bottom of the ocean, touch it, and come back up. And it's like, what compels a person to do that? Like, you can die so easily. People are crazy. Oh, jeez, I can't finish this. Dear God. I'll give you the points. Points, yeah. I'll give you the subs, yeah. That scares me, bro. Jesus, I can't. What is this? No, I'm okay, I'm okay. I just can't finish watching that video. Vincent? Oh, Tim Burton.
Vincent Malloy is 7 years old. He's always polite and does what he's told. For a boy his age, he's considerate and nice. But he wants to be just like Vincent Price.
Oh, my video's coming out in 2 minutes! 2 minutes! 2 minutes! 2 minutes! 2 minutes! 2 minutes! 2 minutes!
He doesn't mind living with his sister, dog, and cats, though he'd rather share a home with spiders and bats. There he could reflect on the horrors he's invented and wander dark hallways alone and tormented.
Whoa.
Vincent is nice when his aunt comes to see him, but imagines dipping her in wax for his wax museum. He likes to experiment on his dog, Abercrombie, in the hopes of creating a horrible zombie. So he and his horrible zombie dog could go searching for victims in the London fog. His thoughts, though, aren't only of ghoulish crime. He likes to paint and read to pass some of the time. While other kids read books like Go, Jane, Go, Vincent's favorite author is Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan Poe.
One night, while reading a gruesome
Oh, the
tale,
video's gonna
he
come
read
out
a passage
right
that
now.
made him turn pale. Such horrible news he could not survive, for his beautiful wife had been buried alive. He dug out her grave to make sure she was dead, unaware that her grave was his mother's flower bed. His mother sent Vincent off to his room. He knew he'd been banished to the Tower of Doom, where he was sentenced to spend the rest of his life alone with the portrait of his...
Oh shit! It's starting!
While alone and insane, encased in his tomb,
What should we do?
Vincent's mother burst suddenly into the room. She said, "If you want to, you can go out and play. It's sunny outside and a beautiful day."
Okay, we're pausing. Hold on, let me open it. Oh god!
Taste a bitter sour. Close my eyes, then I feel food is all now by my side. Bittersweet memories. When I open my eyes, kankaku, you were smiling at me as used to be. Nothing is wrong, now it's so bright. My bad and I confused. I'm getting juicy, and I wanna taste it right now. Give me the way to go right through. I'm gonna be greedy, come take a little cream. Taste the bitter sour. Upside down, everything's not in order. Cara, my take a little but I can't be sure about it. Cause I'm not a prophet, I just wanna stay in today. Give me the way to go right through. I'm gonna be greedy, come take a little away. Upside down, everything's not in order. Kinda my daily emotions for you. Come take a bite, come bend that a little. So bittersweet, to the chica, so I is that I'm undone, you set by my mind. How long the house ever last forever. Come take a bite, come bend that a little. So bittersweet, to the chica, so I. Close my eyes and I feel this all down by my side. Because we memories, just a little bite. Upside down, everything's not in order. Kinda my daily emotions for you. Come take a bite, come bend that a little. So bittersweet, to the chica, so I is that I'm undone, you set by my mind. How long the house ever last forever. Come take a bite, come bend that a little. So bittersweet, to the chica, so I. Come take a bite. Taste it bitter sour. Oh, yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Risoldo. Thank you, everybody. I hope you guys liked it. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. I'm glad you guys liked it. Yeah, that's my original song. It's not a cover, it's my original song. As you can see, there was a new outfit in there. Super cute, you know? A cute new outfit, you know?
That model looks fire, bro.
Oh yeah, fire. It's cute, right? It's cute! It's cute, right? Wow! It's so cute! Coming to a theater near you! Cookie